Well, I want to do a wrap up for 2021. And that's a wrap up to show you all the government grant money that's still sitting there that has to be spent by the end of this month, the end of December. There's a few that maybe be extended a little bit, but it's basically it. So I want to make sure that everybody who needs money knows about these 9 new Biden grant programs, and they're all personal grants. Boy, my voice is a little funny. I'm fighting some kind of cold or something, but it's not. Oh, I just got water from the stewardess. A little better, maybe. Thank you. But anyway, I'll make sure you don't let this go away because probably at the end of this month it's going to be gone. So you want to make sure that you apply to these. And the first one is the mortgage and property taxes. Wow. I mean, this is called the Homeowner Assistance Fund, and I'm going to put a report in the bottom of this if you're watching this on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. So you have all the links there. But here it is. I mean, see, this is a program. Oh, no, not that one. Here it is here. As a state by state listing of where to apply for the homeowner assistance fund because it's different in every state, every city, or whatever. And that's the complication of it. And they got a ton of money yet because they're just, all screwed up and trying to get all this money out so quickly, and they're having a bad time. So you got to help them. Go and apply for it. And if you get stuck, remember, you go to your elected official or someone to beat on them. Don't expect it to happen by itself. You're going to have to beat on this to make it help. Okay, so that's one. You have the home, mortgage. Now, then you have rent and utilities. And this you get up to 15 months worth of rent and utilities. Now, that's pretty cool. And they have a ton of money left. You got to get out there. Okay, here's another link for all of them. Rental assistance programs by state. So you click on your state, you know where to apply to, and you got to beat on them. So put them on speed dial to make sure they have your stuff. And if it doesn't work, so many people are just calling their governor, or elected official, and making this stuff happen. It's not going to happen by itself. So you're going to have to. Boy, my voice is really funky. There's something going on in there. But I feel pretty good. So you got mortgage, you got rent. Okay, now there's business grants, right? That's going to be over soon, and they have a ton of dough they're trying to get out at the SBA. That's the EIDL program, and it's a grant of $15,000, or you can get a loan of $2 million at like 3% interest. Man, now that's real good. Where the heck are you going to get that? So that's available. So to find out about that, you just go to SBA.gov and put in EIDL and start filling out. And then if you need more help doing that, filling them out, if you go to local assistance on the SBA site, you have all the nonprofits that will help you for free. Okay, so you got mortgage, you got rent, utilities, and also property taxes with the mortgage is in there, and also insurance, homeowners insurance to pay for. Now, here's another thing a lot of people aren't using. There's a lot of money there. Is $900 grant to pay for Wi-Fi. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's available. And here's the link: Get Emergency Broadband Benefit Program. Okay, .org. So they tell you how to get that because I mean that's $50 a month or so. So that's another $900. Okay, funeral expenses. You got somebody who passed away because of the COVID. $35,000 grant for funeral expenses. They got lots of money there. They're waiting for you. It's over at FEMA. That's where they get this stuff. Let's see, is this FEMA? No, that's the other one. Here's a FEMA funeral assistance, Q&A. So you want to know what the A is? You got to figure out the Q. And you get in Q and find out. So you have, you can get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 for mortgage, property taxes. You can get $30,000, $40,000 for rent, utilities, $15,000 grant for business or nonprofit too, $900 grant for Wi-Fi, $35,000 for funeral expenses. Here, $1,500 child tax credit if you have no children. It always was there, but this year they boosted up from like $400 or $500 to $1,500. So it's this year's. So when you file your taxes, next month, you want to make sure if you have no children, you check if you're eligible for that. And I have a video on that, and I'll show you the list here. Oh, no, that's not that. The video disappeared, but it went through. It was playing, I guess, before I got to it. But you'll have the link to the video on how to get that tax credit, child tax credit, when you have no children, $1,500. Okay, now here's another one: $18,000 on personal grants for families. This is the child tax credit. Okay, I have a link there too for, oh, that went on to something else already. It was playing while it was waiting for me. So, but the link will be there. And in the video, I have the links in the description of the video, so you know where to apply, how to apply, and things like that. And the same with the $1,500 tax credit if you have no children. Okay, so that's there. So you got the $1,500 tax credit for no children, $1,800. And a tax credit is really a grant. You don't even have to pay taxes. You still get the money. The same way with the $18,000. Okay. Now here's another one. I just did a video earlier on $8,000 grant to pay for child care or dependent care. And this is income. You can't make a lot of income. It has to be under $400,000. Whoa, right. That's crazy, man. And you get up to $8,000. You're half a millionaire. And the government thinks you're struggling. And so they want to give you money for child care and dependent care. Mine's not the reason why. It's just to show you what the heck's there. So we got a video on that that you could use and find out. Okay, here's another neat one too. There's open for healthcare. Okay, healthcare now is an open season from November 1st to January 15th, and Biden cut the rates on that. So most people are paying like $800 less a year if they apply now. And also about 40% of these people are paying $10 a month or less. $10 a month or less, right? Because of all the changes and copays he's paying more for and all this kind of stuff. So that's healthcare.gov to find out about that. Okay, let's go through the recap again. So you want to make sure you touch base with all these. Okay. Mortgage and property taxes, you get 30, 40 grand there. Rent and utilities, and that you get 15 months worth of rent. So that could be $20,000, $30,000 also. $15,000 grant for business, small business, or $2 million loan at 3% interest. Now that's a hell of a bargain. You can make more money than that. $900 grant for Wi-Fi, $35,000 grant for funeral expenses, $1,500 grant if you have no children. It's called a child tax credit for no children. Why don't they just call it something else? And the child tax credit with children goes up to $18,000. And the tax credit now, you don't have to pay any taxes to get the tax credit. So it's basically a grant. They're going to give you that money no matter if you pay taxes or not. And then the $800 to pay for, $8,000 to pay for child care, dependent care. Okay. And that's another one. Well, no matter what it's through the IRS, but no matter if you pay taxes or not, you're still going to get the $8,000. And then we have that $10 a month for health insurance. 40% of the people pay only $10 a month who sign up now. And the average person will save like $800 a month. So that's cool. So you got 9 grants that are going to go away soon. So don't let them fly away. Nail that thing down to the ground and then start seeing if you can apply or whatever. Get some help. Go to 211 and ask people if you need free tax help for those tax related things. There's a lot of that around. Just going to have to take a few phone calls to make sure. Remember, the phone is your key to success. And you apply for the rent, the mortgage and rent, and it doesn't work. Call your elected officials, call the governor, just start calling. And that's the way people are getting it. It's right or wrong. I don't care. You want to get it, right? Well, you get it.